Perfect Hat Club BlogIt Week 1. Everybody ready? Hello! So, do you guys have any idea who I am?
Yes.
Who knows what my name is? Jena Ball, that's right.
Oh,
Okay.
are you kidding?
How many of you think that critters are our family? Do you think animals are part of our family? Yes. And how many of you have an animal in your family?
How many people have animals in their family?
How many of you have a rescued animal? How many of you think that critters are our family? Do you think animals are part of our family? Yes. And how many of you have an animal in your family?
How many people have animals in their family?
How many of you have a rescued animal? A rescued dog named Newton. Is that okay? I'm going to read you the first chapter of the book. Is that okay? All right. So before we start, I'm going to ask you to help me. Will you guys help me read?
Yes.
Okay, so listen carefully. When you hear words in groups of 3, can you repeat after me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's practice. Let's practice, okay? And I don't want you to repeat quietly. I want you to repeat really loud, okay?
Okay.
As loud as you can. You ready? Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. There. No, no, no. Very good. All right. So when you hear words in groups of 3, repeat after me. Okay? Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody stretch. And yawn. And get rid of all the extra energy. Good. All right. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1. A perfect, not perfect dog.
Not perfect dog.
Now I'm going to read. Welcome to the Not Perfect Hat Club. My name is Sir Isaac Oliver Newton, but you can call me Newton. This is the story of how I found my forever home and learned it's okay to be not perfect. Sir Isaac Oliver Newton is the fancy, purebred name my family gave me. Being a purebred dog meant I was supposed to grow up to be a champion. From the moment my trainer started teaching me to sit, stay, and heel, I did my best. I didn't chew my sister's ear or bark at other dogs. I even ignored the stinky cats in our backyard. But there was one thing I couldn't do. I couldn't change the size of my nose, the length of my tail, or the color of my fur. Every time I went to dog shows and stood beside all the other beautiful golden retrievers, I wanted to hide. I knew that when the judge came to look at me, he would find something wrong. Better luck next time, my disappointed trainer would say as we left the ring. Back at the kennel, the other dogs would make fun of me. Newton is a loser. This made me feel really sad. Then one day, instead of going to school, my trainer Mark drove me to a big brick building called Animal Control. He pulled into an empty parking spot and said, "Okay, buddy, we're here. Let's go." No, no, no. I pulled back on my leash. Mark finally had to clip a leash to my collar and pull me out of the car. "Heel," he said. Reluctantly, I followed him down the path to the place I call catastrophe. Catastrophe means something terrible has happened, and that's just how I felt. All around me, confused, sad, and frightened dogs were being left at the shelter by their owners. When it was my turn, Mark handed my leash to a lady who smelled like hand sanitizer and said, "Be a good dog, Newton. I'm sure you'll find a good home." Then he turned and walked away. I'm not sure how long I lived at Catastrophe because every day was the same. Early in the morning, Carlos and Rita would arrive to feed us breakfast and clean our cages. The second they turned on the lights, the barking would start. In the beginning, it was one great big giant bark. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. But after a while, I started to recognize voices. There was Hercules, a big black and brown shepherd with a deep voice who barked for his person all day, every day. Come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back, come back. And Foxy, a little terrier whose sharp little yaps let everybody know she was mad. Unfair, unfair, unfair. Unfair, unfair, unfair. But the voice that made me saddest belonged to Midge, the beagle in the cage beside me. Every morning, Midge would lift her nose to the sky and cry, "Why, why, why? Why, why, why?" She didn't understand how her person could leave her in this place, and neither did I. Every day, Midge would also give me advice. "If you want to find a good home, show people you're a lovable, friendly guy," she said. Okay. I grumbled. I would shake people's paws, ask for belly rubs, and chase my tail to make them laugh. But no one took me home. Many days and many visits later, a tall, older gentleman and a funny-looking woman in overalls came to see me. When the woman knelt down, she reached into her pocket and offered me a treat. "Hello, Newton," she said. "My name is Ms. Janaya. It's nice to meet you." Fortunately, I remembered my manners and took the treat very gently from her fingers. "He's quite a gentleman," said the man. "Yes, he's got manners," Ms. Janaya agreed. "Newton, can you sit?" "Of course," I said, plopping my butt down. "Lie down?" the man asked. "No problem," I replied, lying on my side. "He's a sweetheart, Carl," Ms. Janaya said. "He might be the one. Let's ask to take him outside." "Sounds good to me," said Carl. "And let's take this little beagle, too," Ms. Janaya said. "Newton seems to like her." "Great, great, great!" Midge the beagle barked in her happiest beagle voice. Ms. Janaya and Carl took us outside to run and play catch. Then Ms. Janaya took Midge for a walk so Carl and I could talk. "Newton, I have a question for you," he said. "My job is helping kids, and I'm looking for a dog to help me. A dog who likes kids and doesn't mind being hugged. Do you think you could do that?" I tilted my head to one side and tried to look like I understood the question. I didn't know any kids, but I already knew I'd do anything for Carl. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. "What do you think?" Ms. Janaya asked when she returned with Midge. "Newton and I have agreed to a trial," Carl said. "He will be my assistant, and I will give him food, shelter, and belly rubs." "Excellent," said Ms. Janaya. "Then you won't mind adopting Midge, too." "What?" Carl exclaimed. "One dog is enough." "Oh, I disagree," Ms. Janaya laughed. "Newton and Midge are best friends and will keep each other company. I'd never forgive myself if I left her here." But. "No buts, Carl," said Ms. Janaya. "It's settled." And that is how I was rescued from catastrophe, got a new job, and a new best friend all in one day. Pretty good for a not perfect dog, don't you think? The end.